It's now been around 5 months since we arrived in this caravan, and we've accomplished quite a lot since we got here. We've both got jobs on site, but there was something else that I was even more concerned about before we even arrived. You might remember that at his previous address we had a very big garden, 3,200 square feet, and in that garden I grew vegetables all year long. I had 4 greenhouses, 2 12-foot by 8s and 2 8-foot by 6s, as well as loads and loads of raised beds and containers. But of course, when we moved here, we wasn't able to do anything like that. And one thing I was hoping for when we arrived here is that they would let me carry on that to some extent. Obviously not on that scale, but I just wanted to create a container garden so that we can grow his own fruit and veg and also save a little bit of money, because that's what it's all about these days. You've got to go with times, and anything that you can grow yourself is a bonus. So after mentioning that to the manager, they agreed it would be okay. So I created a caravan container garden, and for the last 5 months we've been harvesting lots and lots of stuff. I'm really pleased with the amount of produce that we've got from it. But apart from that, we're also able to freeze excess amounts. So we've still got something available to us during autumn and winter when you can't grow much of anything. And once again, that's a saving. I went out this morning to pick a few bits and bobs, and that's what I got. And considering this is virtually end of season, that's not bad. We've been growing tomatoes and peppers and strawberries. We've got lots of lettuce, we've got chili peppers as well. But that's only a bit of what we've been getting since we got here. If you've not seen his container garden, I'll just give you a quick look. That's what it looks like at the moment. But we had twice as much stuff going on mid-season. But still plenty there to go at. So that was definitely well worth doing. I just think that the more money we can save, the better. We're both earning, we're paying less in bills because his rent at the old property was £700 a month, and on average this is costing around £300. So since we arrived here we have managed to save a bit of money, which is really going to help towards those site fees. And it is reasonably priced. The site fees are £3,000 a year and you don't pay water rates. You've got your electrical feed, but you don't pay a standing charge on your electric either. And that's the reason why we're able to save a little bit of money. But better than that, that container garden has also really helped. But it's not just a case of growing your food and then picking it fresh. We've also been freezing excess amounts. This is just some of the things that we froze. Bags and bags of fruit. Nice chunks of rhubarb. Another good sized bag of homegrown strawberries. We've got lots and lots of these chunky carrots as well. And we've also got bags of French beans. But apart from that, we've also got lots of onions. I've hung those in shed to dry out, so we just go and get them whenever we want. Definitely worth doing, and constantly through here saving us money. We've also got lots of new potatoes in fridge. We've got a full drawer full of those, and we've been doing that for the last few months. So I was so happy that they'd allow me to do that. But apart from that, we've also spent quite a bit of money in this van. We've bought brand new nets all the way around and thermal curtains as well. We bought a new settee that I'm sat on right now. We bought a new divan bed. We had a new toilet fitted. And we also bought lots of containers to grow his plants in, plus 2 of those 2-tier planters and a propagator. So we're pretty much set up to grow as much as we want every year now. So we have spent quite a bit of money since we got here, and yet the savings have still gone up. And it's based on the way you live. I know we've had lots of comments from people about using electric panel heaters, and they're saying it's not a very good idea, but it is a good idea to take the edge off at cold in the morning and just have it running for about half an hour. That's all we're going to use those for, because I'm not going to sit here getting cold during winter. I think that'd be a bad idea. If it costs us a few quid extra, so be it. But if we're not running consistently, then that is not going to cost us a lot of money. So at the moment, everything's okay. It's turning out just the way that we wanted it to. So basically, when you're in a static caravan, it's all about saving as much money as you can. We don't go out to pubs just spending money for the sake of it. We don't go down to the coast because once again, you're going to be spending money. We do as work, we grow our own food, and we save. Because we know at some point this van's going to be out of date. So we have to get prepared for when that happens. And then hopefully we'll have enough money saved up to replace it with a newer model. They're going on and off site all the time. And some that I've seen are quite reasonably priced as well. So as far as I'm concerned, over the next couple of years or so, I'm sure we're going to drop on something at a reasonable price that's an even better spec than this one. Preferably one that's got central heating already fitted. We've definitely had a share of mixed opinions as well since we started doing this. But do bear in mind that we didn't come here by choice. We came here because we had to come here due to being evicted. And it was a section 21, so we were evicted through no fault of his own. And this was something that came up, so we decided to try it. And so far, I'm quite happy with it, especially since I can still grow my own fruit and veg. That is a massive bonus, as well as getting jobs on site. And I've probably said it before, but if the chance came to go back to the original property, I wouldn't bother with it at all. I'm perfectly fine where I am at the moment, while saving a little bit of money at the same time. So I'm quite happy to carry on doing what I'm doing. A lot of people have said that it's a complete waste of time and, more importantly, a waste of money. But everybody's situation is different. I get lots of people saying that they bought vans for 25,000 and then when they've come to sell them, they've only got 3,000 or 4,000 back for them. But that's because these people are selling them to the site. And you'll get less money doing that than you would on a private sale. But you also have to consider that you've got to get that moved off site as well. So basically, it just depends on your own personal situation. We didn't spend 25,000 on our van. We bought it for a lot less than that. And I think that is the way forward. Get as nice a one as you can for as cheap as you can. And also make sure that it's not a really old one because the sites don't like them after a certain age. And that does vary as well. Some people don't like them being more than 5 years old, 10 years old, or 20 years old. So it's things that you need to look into before you even buy your van. The age and the condition are the most important. So if you are thinking about doing it yourself at any point, then it's definitely worth getting the best age and the best condition that you can. The newer, the better, but for the best price as well. So regardless of all the comments that I've had that seem to come across a bit negative when it comes to static caravans on sites, this one I think is perfectly reasonable. It's very well priced and there's not 1,000 rules to follow either. Just the basic ones that you'd expect when you're amongst a community. So over the next couple of years, my intention is to find a newer van that's in very good condition and carry on doing what I'm doing. And if I can't do that, maybe I'll try van life. We'll see how that goes over the next few years. But for now, being in a static caravan, able to grow my own fruit and veg, and it being reasonably priced, is enough for me. If you're interested in seeing other videos on caravan life in UK, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you next time. You all take care.